crib. Come in.
Welcome to our home. We're the ladies of Lang. Here's what you need to know about AP Lang.
See this fat stack? We read a lot of books, such as
On Writing Well, 1984, Lord of the Flies, and Some You Choose on Your Own, fiction and nonfiction.
As you can see, that was our AP Lang teacher, Ms. Totoro. She gives us lots of assignments like the oration speech, our outside reading presentations, timed writes, and essays, all in preparation for our AP exam.
Now let's find out what other students have to say about AP Lang.
Do you feel powerful when giving speeches at the AP Lang podium?
Yeah, I do. I feel very powerful because I feel like I'm really communicating my opinion to everybody.
Wise words. Where do you think the best place is to sit in AP Lang?
I think the best place to sit is the front of the class because if I try to go on my phone, Mr. Toro will yell at me.
Right.
How were your expectations of the course different from reality?
I didn't expect that I was going to grow so much as a writer, and now I feel confident being able to write an essay in 40 minutes.
Hi, Kelsey. What was the most valuable piece of information you've learned so far this year to help you in the AP exam?
Definitely to be concise in your writing.
Before starting AP Lang, what do you think is the most valuable thing a student should know?
Well, I think it's a toss-up between that being succinct and clear and concise when you write is more important than trying to make yourself sound more intelligent. Right? I think a lot of times people overstretch their language instead of just clearly getting across the things they want to express. I think that's the biggest hurdle students encounter with their writing. And then secondly, I would say critical thinking skills and being able to interpret reading on your own and not just regurgitating somebody else's interpretation of a novel.
True. Here are some of the other ladies in our lane.
Now that you're familiar with the course, let's get down to the nitty-gritty on Writing Well.
How does the world even function without good writers?
It doesn't. And I'm going to show you how you can be a good writer too.
First thing you need to know, full sentences.
Everyone wants to lead an extraordinary life. That would be bad if that wasn't a full sentence. Use full sentences in your writing. It's very important. We don't like clutter in our crib or in our writing, so get rid of it. But what is clutter?
Clutter is unnecessary words in your sentence that don't add anything to the meaning. Don't try and sound like a professional. Use your own voice.
Don't overcomplicate it. Simplicity is key, especially in your writing. And always remember that
Big Brother is always watching.
Big Brother, Big Brother, Big Brother, Big Brother.
It's a Lang reference. You wouldn't get it. Writers should not write with the intent of pleasing a large audience. If you stay true to yourself, then your work will sound more authentic and flow better. Some will understand your work and others won't, but that's okay.
I wish my writing was as good as yours.
Hey, every writer's style is unique to them.
The English language is rich and strong in supple words. Take time to use them.
Let's sit and talk about it. One of our ways that we improve our writing and make it well is when we use Quill. It helps us form sentences and improve our grammar.
What's a quill, like a hedgehog?
You know what a quill is? Mr. Turtle assigns us those all the time.
Quill is a website where we practice our grammar. It gives us a bunch of different sentences and we improve the punctuation, writing, and grammar. Let's ask Mr. Burnich what he thinks. What do you think helps you write well?
Wow. I think inspiration. What you have in here is what writes well. Not a formula. Not a start with a paragraph and then have 3 facts and a thesis. No, it's in here.
So Courtney, what do you think the most valuable thing you learned from On Writing Well is, and how do you use it in your writing?
I would say the most valuable thing that I've learned is getting rid of clutter in my writing because it helps me write fast when I'm on a time crunch
and to make sure that everything that I'm writing is important and valuable and should be in my essay.
Great, thank you.
What was your favorite part of the book on writing well?
I liked the part where he talked about punctuation. I thought it was pretty important.
Now that we've covered the course and on writing well, let's get into the juicy stuff, the AP exam.
Now, on test day, you might get some of these symptoms: fatigue, nausea, anxiety, and sweaty palms. But don't worry, AP Lang has prepared you for this.
There are 3 different types of essays you have to write on the AP exam: rhetorical analysis, argument, and synthesis. Now let's dive in.
First essay, rhetorical analysis. This is where you pick out all the different pieces of figurative language and explain their purpose to the overall text.
Next is argument essay. Remember to pick a topic, take a stand, use evidence, keep your audience in mind, and remember to use a counter-argument.
Now, on to the last essay, synthesis. This is where you read all the different sources with all the different authors' perspectives, then add in your own voice. Remember, it's like a conversation. You don't want to repeat what people are saying. You want to add in your own perspective. Take this, for example. You're at a party. 2 people are talking. You walk into the conversation. You want to add in your own opinion. You hear what they both say and formulate what you think. You don't want to just repeat what they're saying. Who wants to talk to you then?
Now, let's talk about how to formulate this essay.
Number 1, stay calm. After you've done this, read the prompts of the essays. You got this.
Next, fully read the prompt and make sure you understand what it's asking.
After you've carefully read all the prompts, choose what essay you want to start with. Some people like to start with synthesis, some like rhetorical analysis, and some like argument. It's really up to you, so choose what feels right for yourself and what you think is going to help you the most with your time management.
After choosing what essay to write, read the given sources if provided, gather your evidence, and then write away.
Here's some things you want to remember. First, your introduction paragraph. Make sure you include the thesis, because you need this to get that point on the AP exam.
Next, the body paragraphs. Make sure to start each body paragraph with a claim. But what is a claim? A claim is a statement that's not a fact that can be easily defensible. Always remember, your claims are not specific pieces of evidence. They're general statements which your evidence is used to back it up.
Now that you've written your claim, you want to transition into your evidence. Make sure you're using transitional words or phrases. After you've introduced your evidence, you want to add your own commentary to it. Make sure you're still using your own voice in your writing.
Make sure to smoothly transition your ideas from one body paragraph to the next. And remember, if you can do one, you can do them all.
Now that you've done the hard part, it's time to wrap up your essay with your conclusion. Make sure when you're doing your conclusion, when you restate your thesis, you're not copying it exactly.
Hooray! You're done with your first AP exam essay. Only 2 more to go. And once you're finished, you're done with your AP exam essays.
Hey, thanks for watching. Oh, and one more thing. Don't forget that line of reasoning. Bye-bye!